Lineups getting introduced on a beautiful afternoon for baseball here in Laurel, Mississippi. The Laurel Sportsplex, the Susan Vincent Sportsplex, is the home site here for the 2026 Diamond Youth Baseball World Series presented by Smash It Sports, and I am Bill Smith. There it is. There's his name. The broadcaster here, up here in the booth overlooking the beautiful Howard Field here at the Sportsplex. And we've got a quarterfinal matchup, fourth round of bracket play, however you want to look at that. We've got two undefeated teams here, folks. So the winner moves on. The loser of this one slides down a little bit, stays and moves on. We got two teams that have not lost yet. South Carolina picked up a bye through some bracket play and has a 3-0 record, winning their pool play game 1-0 over Tennessee, and then a pair of elimination games, or I should say, bracket play games, 7-5 over North Carolina, and just yesterday in a real good game that we had for you here on the DYB Network, a 9-5 win over Alabama. A really well-played game. Talking with Coach Brister before that, talking about how he knew that one. We're addressing this one, but knowing that yesterday's game would be a battle, his team came back in both of these games, did some nice things. I flipped my teams there, Coach Watts saying that about his South Carolina team. On the flip side, Louisiana wins yesterday in a real good game against Texas 9-5. They get here on a comeback win against Georgia 7-3. 15-2 over Arkansas in their pool play game, 11-1. So between these two teams, 7-0 as we play here in the fourth round of bracket play. You've got your first look right there at your South Carolina starting pitcher atop the bump here, Maddox Blackman. He will get the start here.
South Carolina, number 44, Maddox Blackman.
And he will face the following lineup. The Lando Frost starting lineup for Louisiana. Joshua Walker, the second baseman, starts things off. Dayton Green, the pitcher, will hit second. Jesse Ford, one of the extra hitters to start things. Cale Patton, the first baseman, will hit fourth. Ezekiel Wilson, the third baseman, will hit fifth. Mays Brister, the shortstop, sixth. Andy Slocum, the catcher. Chance Butler, the center fielder. Granger Brown, the right fielder. Patrick Gillum, one of the extra hitters. Kingston Van Zant will play some left field. And as always, I want to shout out the injured and supportive and just a nice kid, Slade Young. Will not be hitting, but going to get his name out there. He's out there supporting his team. So Louisiana and South Carolina undefeated to this point. So one of these teams will get just the first knock on their record, so to speak. But again, no one leaves here today taking their flag down. Both these teams will go on in the tournament. But important stuff here, your road into the next round kind of depends on what happens here. The winner will play Tennessee at 6 p.m. tonight in a game we'll have covered for you. The loser of this one will play Texas in a game on the field behind us that we won't have coverage of, but we'll certainly be looking in on as we can. First delivery from Maddox Blackman to Joshua Walker, starting second baseman today, up high for a ball. We are underway here from Howard Field. That one zipped in there for a strike. 1-1 to the young Joshua Walker. Walker, the Jose Altuve fan and an Astros fan, talking with Coach Brister and some of his coaches, some of the parents, the major league allegiances from their town down there in Ruston, Louisiana, kind of bounces between the Texas teams, the Braves, and even the Florida teams. You'll hear that. And given that these are middle school kids, and middle school kids seeing a strike in there, you're going to also hear favorite teams such as the Dodgers and the Cubs. Those Dodger fans excited about some recent signings, but I digress. Slap down the right field line. This is going to land foul. Josh Walker will come back and reset things. So Walker in the game yesterday, the 9-5 win over Texas, had himself a day. 3 of 3, 3 runs, drove in a run. Did some good things yesterday. Did some real good things throughout this tournament, this talented leadoff hitter. He sees a ball up high, close pitch, fills the count up. Payoff pitch from Maddox Blackman coming right here. The pitch. Bounce to third. Picked up on a short hop, sent across the diamond. That's a real nice play by Barrett. Barrett is a player whose defensive prowess I've enjoyed watching the last couple of days. He gets that one. And there's one out here in the first.
That brings to the plate number 2, Dayton Green.
Dayton Green will step in with one out. Pitch on the way, breaking pitch inside. Green or Young D, as we take a look at his teammates. Ground out right here. That's a good short hop pick there from Barrett and a good strong throw with a point from Watts. These two kids got a lot of energy. Love seeing it. Dayton Green, here's that mixture of teams this team from Louisiana supports. Phillies fan. Favorite player listed as Bryce Harper. A couple of talented hitters, ripped Harper style. Although Harper's a lefty, we'll spin that around, but that's all good. Foul ball will keep today's starting pitcher for Louisiana in the box. So resetting a point I made before about the Louisiana team here from Ruston, Louisiana. Coach Brister talking about a couple of comebacks they had in the last couple of days, down against Texas, down against Georgia. Confident in his team to do just that. The game yesterday, they had already experienced the one against Georgia, so he knew his team had it in him, showed a lot of poise. Speaking very highly of some pitching out of young Mr. Brister, giving them a chance to win. They did just that. Both these teams stand here undefeated to this point. Bouncer to first into the hands of Watts. He slowly steps on the bag, nice and smooth. A couple of nice defensive plays to open this one behind Maddox Blackman. There's two outs.
Now batting for Louisiana, number 42, Jesse Ford.
Jesse Ford will stand in there. A little fist bump for the catcher and the official. Jesse Ford, a bomb of a home run, 3-run homer on Friday. Coupled that with 3 strikeouts in his pitching debut that evening. Here's a bouncing ball over to Watts. Calm, cool, collected, gets the out. Jesse Ford, when not on a baseball field, you might find him on a football field. From the talents we've seen from this kid, I'm sure he's good at both. As he stands in there, 1-1 with 2 outs here. Pitch on the way. Catches the inside corner. That was a real nicely placed pitch there from Maddox Blackman. Did not get that out of the heart of the plate for this dangerous hitter. Pitch on the way. This one off the plate. A little bit of an overcast day, not quite as hot as it's been down here. Comfortable for these ball players. Swung on, lifted into right field. This is going to get down, and this is going to be extra bases. Ford around first, heading for second. Ball coming in. He will hold up there. So Jesse Ford, a 2-out double. First hit of the game for Louisiana.
That brings to the plate number 3, Cale Patton.
And that'll bring the cleanup hitter, Cale Patton, to the plate. There's a look, a little inside-out swing on that outside pitch. And this ball gets down for a double. Good hustle getting there from Edwards. And now catcher and hero from yesterday, Wyatt Snipes. A little conversation with his pitcher. Maybe talking signs with the runner on second, or just what we want to do with the hitter Patton. Nevertheless, meeting adjourned. 2-out first pitch coming here to Patton, the first baseman for Louisiana. Blackman looks in, Ford away from second. The delivery, check swing, this bounces in there. Snipes finds it. Ford thought about it, but holds up there. Patton, one of these players listing the Dodgers as his favorite team. Again, big news in Dodger Nation. I'm not actually sure what their fan base is called. I'm sure he's happy there. He's happy to be standing here playing in the World Series. Pitch on the way. Being very careful with Cale Patton, dangerous hitter, is Maddox Blackman. Patton a couple swings of the bat. Blackman peeks at the runner. He's ready, set, fires. Ball up high, runs the count to 2-1. Patton in that game yesterday against Texas, 0 for 3, so looking to break out from that particular game. He's had a good tournament beside that. Pitch on the way. This one up high as well, so good count if you're Cale Patton, 3-1. Blackman working with 2 outs. He's got room for Patton if he needs to, but hoping to get the 3rd out here. Patton, though, looking to cash that run in the form of Jesse Ford out there at second base. Ford leads away. You see him in your shot there. Blackman, there's a peek. To the dish. In there for a strike. So the count run full. Two very supportive fan bases. Have mentioned a couple different times this Lancaster team has a 10U team here as well. So there's a lot of people watching. You see a lot of the 10U players over there in the stands. The pitch. Tap foul behind. Ford was away. 3-2, 2 outs on his way to 3rd. But that pair of teams coming in. There's a little bit of overlap. A couple of brothers sharing the trip. But the two fan bases have been very supportive of each other. Same fan base, really, but the two teams. Big crowds from South Carolina. Little dancing in front of Ford, and they're going to get him picked off. Perhaps. I don't want to speak ahead. They got a pickle running here. Chasing him down. There's the throw, and there's a little bit of a shove. And so Ford is ruled out. Some noise from the crowd as Ford shoves through that tag. He is ruled out. So Ford picked off. Patton's at bat will be erased, and he will lead off the 2nd inning. Here's a look at what we just saw. Bit of a shove into shortstop Bryson Hale. Coach Watts conversation over there. We'll see what comes of this, but nonetheless, Ford is out for the 3rd out, and Louisiana will take the field. Blackman pitches and then picks off his team out of this. Not sure that's grammatically the right way to go, but I'm going to go with that. As you get your first look at Dayton Green, the pitcher for Louisiana, he will stand atop the bump, and he will face the Lando Frost starting lineup from South Carolina, Coach Watts' team. Preston Hale, the center fielder, Bryson Hale, Cousins there, the shortstop, Wyatt Snipes, the hero from yesterday's game, the catcher will hit 3rd, Bentley Watts, first base, Mason Barrett, the 3rd baseman, Cannon Melton, Maddox Blackman, the pitcher, Julian Mosley, Eli Gillette, a couple of extra hitters to start this one, Aiden Sanchez at second base, Colton Edwards in right field, and Carson Melton, the left fielder, the 12th hitter in the lineup. So there is a discussion happening on the field regarding what happened on the last play. The Louisiana team has left the field. There's another look. That push. Umpire demonstrative in his call. Hale holds on to the ball. They're asking for an official to come down from up here. So DYB official come down to chat about this. We're going to get things sorted here. We're going to take a short break as we get this settled. We will come back with first inning action here at the DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports.
See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasting, bread. Cheese, 10 more, go.
I'm getting shredded.
Land of Frost premium meat, now in hot honey flavors.
I know when I'm putting a Wilson glove on, I don't gotta worry. You get over 40,000 pitches thrown throughout a season. It's always trying to stay locked in one pitch at a time, slow down the game, and want the ball to be hit to you.
I want to play every day. No, I like to have fun.
Love this thing. I'm gonna probably use this thing as long as I can.
Got to be locked in every pitch. At the end of the day, I just want to get outs for the pitchers.
It holds up throughout the entire season, which is a huge deal when you're playing every day.
I've been using the same glove for quite a while now. It's a testament to the product that y'all have been able to put in my hands.
If people have a Wilson glove, it's one of the best so far. No, the best, it's the best. People know that.
Tired of missing registration deadlines while managing work and family chaos? Team Pass makes youth sports registration simple. Sign up your kids for their favorite activities in minutes from anywhere. Tell your leagues to get Team Pass now. Visit www.teampass.com.
Back to the DYB World Series, this quarterfinal or fourth round, however you want to look at it, matchup between South Carolina and Louisiana. Conversation still happening on the field on the heels of the physical play that ended the top half of the first. Coach Brister getting the full word on what happens potentially here with his lineup. And South Carolina looking to come to bat in their half of the first. You see Coach Watts heading out to his third base coach's box there in your foreground. Resetting the situation, rundown between second and third resulted. The end of it is kind of a physical shove right there, holding on after hitting the deck. Bryson Hale, the shortstop, holds on to the ball, and so the officials and the DYB official down there on the field still kind of conversing with things. We still don't have this settled, so we're going to take another break. When we've got players on the field, we will come back to this one. We'll get you all the information as we have it. DYB World Series action presented by Smash It Sports.
Sports is proud to be the diamond sponsor of the 2026 Diamond Youth Baseball World Series. Smash It Sports is your one-stop shop for everything baseball and softball. Top brands, unbeatable prices, and gear trusted by players and coaches everywhere. From T-ball to the World Series stage, we've got your players and teams covered. Use code DYB15 to save 15% off your order at SmashItSports.com today.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing Team Pass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. Team Pass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit www.teampass.com for more information.
The love of the game begins with the bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at bat, and even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasting, bread. Cheese, 10 more, go.
I'm getting shredded.
Land of Frost premium meat, now in hot honey flavors.
I know when I'm putting a Wilson glove on, I don't got to worry. You get over 40,000 pitches thrown throughout a season. It's always trying to stay locked in one pitch at a time, slow down the game, and want the ball to be hit to you.
I want to play every day. No, I like to have fun.
Love this thing. I'm going to probably use this thing as long as I can.
Got to be locked in every pitch. At the end of the day, I just want to get outs for the pitchers.
It holds up throughout the entire season, which is a huge deal when you're playing every day.
I've been using the same glove for quite a while now. It's a testament to the product that y'all have been able to put in my hands.
And people have a Wilson glove. It's one of the best so far. You know the best is the best. People know that.
Tired of missing registration deadlines while managing work and family chaos? Team Pass makes youth sports registration simple. Sign up your kids for their favorite activities in minutes from anywhere. Tell your leagues to get Team Pass now. Visit www.teampass.com.
Back at the DYB World Series, Louisiana now on the field, warming up for the bottom half of the first inning. So we're still getting word on the fallout of everything that happened down there. So situation sorted with the Louisiana lineup. We'll get into that as time slides on here. Preston Hale, a leadoff hitter. Not sure I've gotten through the Land of Frost starting lineup for South Carolina. Preston Hale, the center fielder. Bryson Hale, the shortstop. Wyatt Snipes, the catcher. Bentley Watts, Mason Barrett, Connor Melton, Maddox Blackman, Julian Mosley, Eli Gillette slapped on the left field line. Aiden Sanchez, Colton Edwards, Carson Melton as I double my way through that. Your South Carolina starting lineup, Orlando Frost starting lineup. And so in a scoreless game and the leadoff hitter for South Carolina at the plate, the pitch. Up high, a little pop on that fastball from Dayton Green. South Carolina leadoff hitter with a 1-2 count. Green, the pitch. Bounce to third. Throw across the diamond. Got him. Nice play over there. Wilson into his glove, doesn't step, just keeps his feet strong, quickly snaps it over, and he gets the out. Preston Hale flying down that line, so it's a real nice play by the third baseman, Wilson. Here's another look at it. Bouncer, feet set, quick sling. That lower arm slot to get that away. Ezekiel Wilson with a dynamite play to open the South Carolina half of the first. So one down as Bryson Hale steps in, young Deuce. Bryson Hale, the shortstop, fan of the Detroit Tigers, and Javi Baez. Baez can be a lot of fun to watch. Pitch on the way. Smacked over toward the empty H2O field. That game will next get utilized by the loser of this game playing the Texas team who won their game this afternoon. Lifted right side. And that's the table setting for what happens here with the results of this one. The winner will play Tennessee here this evening. A game that we will carry for you right here. The loser will still stay alive and take on Texas. The field behind us. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Bryson Hale down swinging. There's 2 outs here in the first.
That brings to the plate your catcher, number 11, Wyatt Snipes.
Wyatt Snipes, the hero from yesterday. Here's the strikeout pitch up high. High fastball can't catch up with it as Bryson Hale. Snipes sticks, number 11. The walk-off grand slam yesterday to beat Alabama. The game we had for you here. You can go find clips of that on social media. DYB's social media posted that. It was a fine-looking swing and a great home run. Pitch on the way. Snipes fouls this one back. Now working with an 0-2 count. Very sharp-looking stuff so far from Dayton Green, the young hurler from Ruston, Louisiana. Green kicks, fires, double kicks, and fires. Foul ball. Saw a little bit of that hesitation move in last night's Tennessee game. Green ready. Short stride. This ball is lifted. Infield swirling around a little bit. Catching it near the ground is Brister, but catching it is Brister, and that'll retire the side. So South Carolina goes in order in the first. We are through one full inning. 0-0, Louisiana, South Carolina. Come back and watch the second inning here at the DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports.
Sports is proud to be the diamond sponsor of the 2026 Diamond Youth Baseball World Series. Smash It Sports is your one-stop shop for everything baseball and softball. Top brands, unbeatable prices, and gear trusted by players and coaches everywhere. From T-ball to the World Series stage, we've got your players and teams covered. Use code DYB15 to save 15% off your order at SmashItSports.com today.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing TeamPass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. TeamPass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit www.teampass.com for more information.
The love of the game begins with the bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at bat, and even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
Cale Patton in the box. Bill Smith in the booth. Pitch in the catcher's glove for a strike. As Maddox Blackman begins his second inning of work here at the DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports. We're in, folks, the O-Zone. This matchup here between Louisiana and South Carolina, scoreless after one. Pitch inside to the first baseman, Cale Patton. So his at-bat resets as the situation at the end of the last inning resulted in out on the base pass with him at the plate. Long drive, center field, gone! Cale Patton goes yard in the second inning and puts Louisiana ahead 1-0.
Cale Patton.
Patton clears the center field fence. One swing, one run. Louisiana leads this one 1-0 here in the second. So a big fly from Patton. Here's a look. Great swing, no doubt. That ball is long out of here. Hale giving a little bit of chase, but he knew it too. That ball will come back and be a fabulous trophy for Cale Patton. Pitch outside to Ezekiel Wilson. Wilson with a real sharp defensive play in the first inning. Bounces this one foul. Ezekiel Wilson, fan of lists here, Dela Cruz from the Reds and the Dodgers. Strike called, throw to third base, but I believe that was strike 2. So 1-2. Snipes getting a little bit ahead of himself. Does not swing there. So Wilson still alive. Funky at bat going on here. Blackman taking a short stroll to collect his thoughts. Now atop the rubber. Wilson ready. Pitch. Smack towards short. Diving. Almost stopped. Throw's going to come, but Wilson on first. He will hold there. Maybe shaken up is Barrett. Barrett slow to his feet.
That brings to the plate number 8, Mays Brister.
So Wilson aboard. Smack to the left side for a base hit. Wilson will lead from first as Mays Brister will step in. Brister has done it with the stick and with the ball. Done a great job pitching for his team in this tournament. Throw down to first from behind the plate. Wilson back stepping in. Mays Brister able to attend Game 1 of the 2002 World Series. Big Astros fan. Enjoyed the heck out of that. As would I, kid. Check over to 1. That's real close, but Wilson is in there. Watts with a nice tag. Good move to first from Blackman. Brister stands in 1 of 2 in yesterday's win over Texas. There's a bunt right back to the pitcher and not able to keep it. So Brister aboard with an error. Blackman had that sort of bounce around in his glove, brought himself to his feet, just didn't quite have the ball. So Andy Slocum will step in. Here's a look at it. See him kind of pull up before he's got it clean. Unfortunate for that young man. If you're Louisiana, fortunate. First and second, nobody out, and 1 run already in on the home run by Cale Patton. Blackman wants a second here. Going to chat with his catcher with a first runner of the game down at second base. Second runner of the game down at second base. So they have a chat. Andy Slocum. Baseball player, football player, outdoorsman. All around good guy. Check of the runner. Blackman to the plate. Outside. Wilson dancing away from second, getting some attention from Maddox Blackman. Peeks in again to the plate, spins one up high.
35 pitches, 35.
And another conversation. Blackman and Snipes trying to be on the same page here. Your starting battery and portions of the Lando Frost starting lineup. Today's game brought to you by Lando Frost, a family-owned company that sees great importance in keeping communities and their families healthy and active. Lando Frost started their youth sports initiative in 2003, providing funds to help cover the costs associated with organizing and operating youth sports organizations. If you're interested in that endeavor, please find out more at landofrost.com. And we want to thank Lando Frost and all the sponsors, everybody helping to support the production of the broadcast and the tournament as a whole here. The Diamond Youth Baseball World Series, the 2026 version of that event here in just lovely Laurel, Mississippi. And I have an official read typed, but an unofficial just thanks from Bill Smith on behalf of our company. Lovely part of the country and great people helping us. I want to thank everybody. We'll have some more time to do that over the next couple days. Blackman has his consult. This is lifted left side shallow. The infield fly is in effect, so this ball just bounces. So the batter's out. That ball landed fair and then bounced foul. So Barrett letting that hit the ground. That ball ends up as a foul ball and new life for Andy Slocum. Coach Watts now back out on the field. So Coach Watts in a debate with the officials, and nonetheless, the at-bat will continue. So infield fly was in effect, but that ball bouncing foul for a foul ball negates all of that. So Andy Slocum's at-bat will continue. 2-1 your count. Blackman set. Takes a look at Wilson. The pitch. This is hit to short. Handled over to third. Out is recorded there. Across. No chance on the runner at first, but Hale to Barrett to get the out at third. Slocum aboard with a fielder's choice. Now there's one away. So Hale handles the grounder, delivers the ball to Barrett for the out. Slocum will stand at first base. Ball handled. Very clean work from the young shortstop. Bryson Hale. Check of the new runner at second. This pitch is in there for a called strike. Chance Butler now in there. Chance Butler deals with a equipment and or pocket issue. This is dealt with. Chance Butler, future ambitions. Young man wants to be an orthodontist. A lot of respect for that. Although, as a father of kids going through orthodontic work, you go out there and make your money, young man. So a long look in. The pace of this top of the second is not brisk. Blackman checks second. Pitch on the way. Chance Butler a walk. Scored a run in the game yesterday against Texas. That win that put them here. Pitch on the way. Smacked out to second again. Another one to Hale. He finds second base. Throw for the double play. Not in time. Admirable effort from Sanchez to deliver the ball to one. But
40 pitches.
that will go as a fielder's choice and a board for Butler. Slocum put out 6-3. And Brister over to third. Butler at first. Brown in the batter's box. Coach Watts back out on the field talking to his team, making a pitching change. Here's a peek of what you just saw. Bouncing ball. So a pair of ground balls to Hale for the last couple of plays. And it looks like the new pitcher is going to be Aiden Sanchez, who will move there from second base.
Now on the mound for South Carolina, Aiden Sanchez.
So Aiden Sanchez will take his warm-up deliveries. Maddox Blackman battled in this one. Couple of innings, pitch count creeping up. Lees with a couple of runners on, but only surrendering one run to this point. 2 runners out there will remain on his stat sheet. Sanchez will come in and try to keep Blackman's pitching line as clean as he can handle. You want to get yourself a clean, brand new baseball glove? Well, make plays any position with the Wilson A2K or A2000 baseball gloves, designed with long-lasting pro stock leather, trusted by elite players like Mookie Betts and Ellie De La Cruz. A lot of fans of both of those guys throughout this tournament. Seen those names on our sheets quite a bit. And if you're looking for that glove, visit wilson.com to learn more and find your next favorite glove. Sanchez continuing his warm-up work. And he appears ready. See the sun peeking out from behind the clouds. There's a look at the weather right there. 86 degrees. That's downright cool compared to the last few days here. Just a comfortable, lovely day for baseball. Flags are just hanging limp. There's been a lot of breeze here the last couple of days. See a little bit of a breeze on the Tennessee flag and left, but a lot of flags just holding still. So it is just perfect baseball weather today here in Laurel, Mississippi. Aiden Sanchez atop the mound. Wyatt Snipes giving his signs to his infield with his first and third situation. And we are ready to roll here with a new pitcher for the South Carolina champs. Blackman over to second. Easy change there. Let's look at the one flag blown in the breeze there. Pitch on the way. A runner going from first. Throw is into Sanchez. He peaks at third. So Butler steals second. There are 2 outs here. Fouled to the left side by Granger Brown. Granger Brown. Maybe I should chat with this young man at some point, talk some ball. His future career, he wants to be a sports broadcaster. This isn't my day job, kid, but love that. Pitch on the way. Bounce to third, not quite handled, gets through Barrett. 1 run is in, a second run coming around third. 2 runs in for Louisiana, throw into second, he's out at 2. So Brown tries to advance on the throw home. He gets thrown out, but not before 2 runs come home. Butler and Brister both score on this one. That ball kind of ate up Barrett. It was bouncing there at the end. Here you see the runners coming home. There's the cutoff on the throw. And then this throw into second to get the out at 2. Brown, though, drives in 2. And Louisiana leads this one 3-0. So, second inning of work coming for Dayton Green, the Louisiana hurler. The rally starts with the Cale Patton home run and ends with 3 total runs, and South Carolina will come to bat in a 3-0 hole. Both of these teams to this point undefeated, so both teams are very game for a comeback. Definitely had conversations about the Louisiana team and their comebacks. Right now they have the advantage, 3-0. Throw down, Green's pitch is complete. And Watts will step in.
Leading off for South Carolina, 00 Bentley Watts.
Bentley Watts to the plate. Ball outside, starts this at bat 1-0. Bentley Watts lists the retired but fabulous Hall of Famer Chipper Jones is his favorite player. Great choice. I mentioned this about Ronald Acuna. Your humble announcer doesn't own many baseball jerseys, but I have an Acuna and a Chipper Jones jersey, so there you go, kids. In there for a strike. Lefty set in the box. Pitch on the way. Outside. Green hard throwing here for Louisiana. Brister, the shortstop, in your foreground. The pitch. Bounce foul on the left side. Bouncing off the dugout there. Full count. Pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Bentley Watts can't quite catch up with that one. He goes down. Mason Barrett will come to the plate.
Mason Barrett.
Mason Barrett. You know, there's a lot of folks at Buford Middle School here at this tournament. And a lot of folks at Buford Middle School supporting these kids. Barrett, one of those kids. Here's the strikeout pitch. Inner half, just gas from Green. Foul ball off the bat of Barrett. Another Braves fan, this South Carolina Buford Middle Schooler, fan of Austin Riley. I am too, kidney. Pulling for him to get into a hot streak. Taps the plate a couple times, ready to go. Pitch. Tap toward first. Able to just kind of smother that one, knock it down, make the out there is Patton. Patton using his body to kind of keep that one, little goaltending action over there. He makes the save and then makes the out. And now 2 outs here in the South Carolina half of the second as Cannon Melton stands in there. There's a look at that last play. Sprayed to first. There's the chest save. Pitch up high to Melton. Cannon Melton, football player, basketball player, and clearly baseball player. With a good eye in that batter's box. He sees the ball down low. Get the crowd coming to life for Cannon Melton, 3-0. This pitch finds the inside half. Count still in young Cannon's favor. The pitch. Fouls this one back to the screen, knocks over somebody's iced coffee. Shout out to the young man who's picked up that trash. Shows character right there as Melton fouls one back off the fence. Cannon Melton with a full count. The pitch from Green. Sprayed on the right side. Melton having an at-bat here. Another payoff pitch on its way. In there for strike 3. So Green strikes out Cannon Melton to end the second. We're through 2 full. It's 3-0 Louisiana. We have a 5-minute hydration break supporting these athletes. We'll be back in just a few minutes here with the third inning and more at the DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports.
See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasting, bread. Cheese, 10 more, go.
I'm getting shredded.
Land of Frost premium meat, now in hot honey flavors.
I know when I'm putting a Wilson glove on, I don't gotta worry. You get over 40,000 pitches thrown throughout a season. It's always trying to stay locked in 1 pitch at a time, slow down the game, and want the ball to be hit to you.
I want to play every day. No, I like to have fun.
Love this thing. I'm gonna probably use this thing as long as I can.
Got to be locked in every pitch. At the end of the day, I just want to get outs for the pitchers.
It holds up throughout the entire season, which is a huge deal when you're playing every day.
I've been using the same glove for quite a while now. It's a testament to the product that y'all have been able to put in my hands.
And people have a Wilson glove. It's one of the best so far. No, the best, it's the best. People know that.
Tired of missing registration deadlines while managing work and family chaos? Team Pass makes youth sports registration simple. Sign up your kids for their favorite activities in minutes from anywhere. Tell your leagues to get Team Pass now. Visit www.teampass.com.
Smasher Sports is proud to be the diamond sponsor of the 2026 Diamond Youth Baseball World Series. Smasher Sports is your one-stop shop for everything baseball and softball. Top brands, unbeatable prices, and gear trusted by players and coaches everywhere. From T-ball to the World Series stage, we've got your players and teams covered. Use code DYB15 to save 15% off your order at smashersports.com today.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing Team Pass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. Team Pass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit www.teampass.com for more information.
The love of the game begins with the bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at bat, and even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
Back in the ozone of the DYB World Series. Well into bracket play. We're in the quarterfinals here. This is Louisiana and South Carolina, pair of undefeated teams. Louisiana leads this one in the third inning, 3-zip. You got to look at your second South Carolina arm of the day, young Aiden Sanchez. He stands in there, having replaced Maddox Blackman. He's working with a new catcher this inning. Eli Gillette moves behind the plate. Melton over to short, and Mosey now in right field. So, South Carolina, look at your weather report. Again, a little calmer, a little bit milder than the last few days here. And just a great atmosphere for baseball. And a matchup, as I started into there, of undefeated teams. South Carolina, including a pool play. South Carolina 3-0, Louisiana 4-0. Both of these teams will play on this evening. The chance to play into tomorrow's championship round. Winner will play against Tennessee in a game that's scheduled to start at 6. We'll see about that. And then the loser of this one will play Texas on the field behind us. Also scheduled to play at 6, and we'll keep you updated on all of that as things move on here. But Louisiana with the 3-run lead coming to the plate and stepping in there right now, Patrick Gillum. First pitch from Sanchez to Gillum in there for a called strike. Gillum from Ruston Junior High. Sorry, young man. Gillum, future plans. What do you want to be when you grow up? Patrick Gillum here wants to be a marine engineer. His sciencey brain taps this one to short. Could run this one out, but a nice throw from short. Hose there from Hale. Out recorded by Watts. And there's one down here.
Number 4, Kingston Van Zandt.
There's one out here in the third inning. Here's a look. Bryson Hale has played a real sharp shortstop today. There's the grounder, the shuffle, the strong throw to get the speedy Gillum. Pitch in there for a strike to Kingston Van Zandt. Van Zandt playing some left field today. Holding down that corner outfield spot, holding that bat with no batting gloves. Every time I see that, I'm going to call it out. So if you're sick of me saying it, I am sorry. I just love the aesthetic. Van Zandt with an even count at 1-1. Van Zandt's future plans, this young man when he grows up would like to be an NFL player. So dual sport threat here. Perhaps triple threat sport, enlisted basketball as well. And his favorite player, I love this. This is the first time I've seen it this weekend. Bounce to first. Watts can't quite handle it. Sort of imitating his favorite player, Corbin Carroll, with that shot down the line. And Van Zandt is aboard with a one-out single.
That brings to the plate the top of the lineup, number 11, Joshua Walker.
So Josh Walker will stand in there. Grounded to third to open the game. Began with a real nice play by Barrett. Here's a steal. Throw down to second. High throw. Lower might have had a chance, but Van Zandt in there. So he steals a base. Josh Walker. Smart young man, a straight A student at Ruston Junior. Hires a ball that gets away. Young Mr. Walker is a father and a teacher. I love to hear that. Keep those grades up, kid. Van Zandt now down at third on the pitch to the backstop. And Sanchez now 2-0 to Walker. Sanchez comes set. The delivery. Shows bunt. Van Zandt started busting down the line. Bunt wasn't dropped down. So he hustles back. Sanchez now with a 3-0 delivery. Looks at the runner. The pitch. Outside. So Walker draws the one-out walk to put runners on the corner.
That brings to the plate number 2, Dayton Green.
Dayton Green. Dayton Green, a passionate hunter in his spare time. Hunts deer, hunts turkey, hunts some issue with home plate right now. Green bounced to first in the first inning. Pitch on the way. Runner from first leaves. Throw all the way down, but intercepted at the edge of the grass. Nothing going from Van Zandt. 1-0 your count here on the hitter. Sanchez set. The pitch. In there for a called strike. So Dayton Green now, the Cedar Creek Cougar. The pitch. Bouncing ball gets partially away. Now Van Zandt on his way home. Here's the throw. It hits him in the helmet, so he's able to score. So a little bit of chaos as Van Zandt came barreling down the line. Gillette had a play at him, the beginnings of a rundown, but the throw from the third base side of things hits him. And he's able to trot home. Here's a look at that whole piece of work. There's the ball bouncing away. Van Zandt all the way down the line. The beginnings of a pickle. And now a shot into center field. Handled in center by Hale. This ball all the way back in. This will score the run. So a sac fly. So the sac fly off the bat of Green. He gets the RBI. And then the spot in the lineup, the 3-hole, due to the ejection from the first inning, that will be recorded as an out. So the third out recorded here. After that situation in the first inning, the player was ejected. Jesse Ford will sit out the rest of this one. His spot comes up. The out is recorded. Here's a look at the play where Van Zandt scores. So there's the throw. This comes in and hits him right there. Helmet doing its job protecting the young man, but he gets home on that one. So switches for the Louisiana defense as they take the field. South Carolina coming to bat. Some wacky situations to score these runs out there. I'm not sure a sac fly to center field is wacky. But after the 2-run third inning, 5-0 your score, Louisiana on top. South Carolina coming to bat, hoping to chip into that one. Drayton Green aboard the pitcher's mound, trying to keep things right where it is. And I am right in the booth, happy to give a big shout out to our diamond sponsor, Smash It Sports. Whether you're a player chasing your next bat or a parent gearing up for a future star, Smash It Sports has you covered. The best brands and unbeatable prices. Shop now at smashitsports, all one word, .com. So the bottom of the third will begin with Maddox Blackman. Blackman steps out. Blackman, the Mad Dog. Another young man who enjoys both football and basketball when he's not playing some baseball. Favorite player listed as Derek Jeter. Love these old school players. Not that Jeter's that old school. I feel old saying that. Love these retired players listed as the favorite player for these youngsters here in 2026. Pitch on the way. Down low, so favorable count here for Maddox Blackman. Blackman batting in the third. This one up high, so continued hitters count for Blackman. The pitch from Green up high, so Blackman draws a leadoff walk here in the third. That's the first base runner for South Carolina. And I believe that will be the last pitch for Drayton Green, who has been very sharp to this point. First inning they go in order, second inning they go in order. Leadoff walk here, but he comes up after helping to get his team to a 5-0 lead, and the new pitcher will be Mays Brister.
Brister.
So Brister in there. Brister's had a good tournament, already done some fine work in the pitching department. Did throw in the game against Texas. 3 1/3, only gave up a hit and a run. Struck out 4. This is a kid that can deal. Had a conversation with Coach Brister yesterday, a couple other coaches as well, and I've definitely relayed this at different times, so forgive me if you've heard this, but the pitcher management, pitch counts and innings and who can pitch when, that is something of great importance throughout the tournament. But as you get into these last days and last games, these are teams that certainly have aspirations of playing into tomorrow's championship round. The possibility of 2 or even 3 more games. Things have to be managed and lineups need to be massaged in certain ways. Brister now in. And Green out to pitch another day. Blackman down at first. Mosley in the box. Brister on the mound. The ball on its way. Down low.
Batting for South Carolina, number 24, Julian Mosley.
The pitch to Mosley in there for a ball. Down there for a ball. So Mosley a 2-0 count. Pitch to Mosley inside, so very inside because it hit him. So Mosley heads down.
Now batting number 17, Eli Gillette.
Eli Gillette will step in. Eli Gillette, Buford Middle School. Shout out to Lancaster, South Carolina's Buford Middle School once again. Eli Gillette in the future, he wants to join the U.S. Marine Corps. Here he wants to get a shot into left field, which he lands. This is going to move all the runners up, so game remains 5-0, but everybody goes station to station as Gillette's single loads the bases for Aiden Sanchez.
That brings to the plate number 20, your pitcher, Aiden Sanchez.
Aiden Sanchez will bat with the bases loaded. Gillette will lead from first. Mosley from second. Blackman from third. Timeout on the field. There will be a courtesy runner over at first for Gillette, the catcher. That is the form of number 1, Cannon Melton. Pitcher very inside to Sanchez. Here's a look at the base hit a moment ago. Shoots this one into left field. Quickly gotten out there by Vinzant. Now a bouncing ball to short. Handled. Bases are loaded. So a line drive caught. Diving back was Blackman.
Now batting for South Carolina, number 18, Colton Edwards.
So Sanchez lines to short. 1 down now as Edwards will come up with the bases loaded. There's a look at that last one. Checked it over there, did Walker. Pitch on the way. Ball inside. Little stumble there by Slocum. Ball outside to Colton Edwards. Colton Edwards is carrying around an extra bone in each of his feet. I hope that doesn't bring him any discomfort. Doesn't seem to impact his baseball playing. Good young right fielder down there. Swings over the top of that one for a strike. Good pitch from Mays Brister. Brister on here in his first inning of work, coming on in relief of Dayton Green. Bases are loaded. Time called by Edwards, who wants to regroup here. Count is even, 2-2. The pitch from Brister. Swung on and missed, strike 3. So Brister 1 out away from getting out of this bases loaded jam unscathed.
That brings to the plate number 3.
Carson Melton will step in, hoping to do the reverse of what I just said. Carson Melton, Braves fan, a PCA fan. Fun player to watch, as is Melton, who lifts this one on the left side. And this does get caught, avoiding the collision. Walker and Wilson not colliding. And the threat is handled.
13 pitches for Brister.
So South Carolina loads the bases, but nothing going here in the third. We head to the fourth. Louisiana leads this one 5-0. This is the DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports.
8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasting, bread. Cheese, 10 more, go.
I'm getting shredded.
Land of Frost premium meat, now in hot honey flavors.
I know when I'm putting a Wilson glove on, I don't got to worry. You get over 40,000 pitches thrown throughout a season. It's always trying to stay locked in one pitch at a time, slow down the game, and want the ball to be hit to you.
I want to play every day. No, I like to have fun.
Love this thing. I'm going to probably use this thing as long as I can.
Got to be locked in every pitch. At the end of the day, I just want to get outs for the pitchers.
It holds up throughout the entire season, which is a huge deal when you're playing every day.
I've been using the same glove for quite a while now. It's a testament to the product that y'all have been able to put in my hands.
If people have a Wilson glove, it's one of the best so far. No, the best, it's the best. People know that.
Tired of missing registration deadlines while managing work and family chaos? Team Pass makes youth sports registration simple. Sign up your kids for their favorite activities in minutes from anywhere. Tell your leagues to get Team Pass now. Visit www.teampass.com.
Smash Sports is proud to be the diamond sponsor of the 2026 Diamond Youth Baseball World Series. Smash Sports is your one-stop shop for everything baseball and softball. Top brands, unbeatable prices, and gear trusted by players and coaches everywhere. From T-ball to the World Series stage, we've got your players and teams covered. Use code DYB15 to save 15% off your order at smashersports.com.
Cale Patton in the box. Sanchez on the mound. Bill Smith in the booth. Pitch in the area of Patton's right shoulder. Caught there by Gillette. We play now in the fourth inning. Louisiana leads this fourth round of bracket play matchup, quarterfinal, if you will, 5-0. Battle of undefeated teams here doing battle in the DYB World Series. Patton asking for time. The 2-0 pitch from Sanchez, swung on and missed. So 2-1 to the Louisiana first baseman. Bounced toward the mound. Sanchez sets his feet, gets it, throws it, 1 out. And Patton is retired.
Now batting for Louisiana, number 1, Ezekiel Wilson.
Cale Patton heading to the bench. Cale Patton's sister, the team's biggest fan. She got the game ball last night from the official. That is some dedication. Nice work out there, young lady. Supporting big brother. In there is Ezekiel Wilson. Wilson, an infield single. Back in the second. Swing. Fouled there for a strike. Wilson count level at 1-1. Wilson, the third baseman, played some sharp defense today. He was put out at third in that second inning. Coach Watts out from the dugout. Sanchez only in his second inning of work, but pitch count climbing, but I believe just a conversation with his pitcher and his catcher. Perhaps some issue with catching signs there. They will have a conversation here, and I will have the opportunity to talk about our insurance sponsor, Sadler Sports Insurance. Today's game brought to you in part by Sadler. They have been the endorsed insurance provider for DYB for decades. Think of Sadler Insurance for all your sports insurance needs. For all different types of sports and activities, and quotes are available instantly at sadlersports.com. Pitch on the way into the helmet of Wilson. So Wilson will head down to first after a hit by pitch. Fun fact about Wilson, ambidextrous.
Now batting for Louisiana, number 8, Mays Brister.
Good on both sides, and helmet doing its job keeping him safe. Second time today we've seen a helmet do its job. Pitch on the way, foul back out of play. So Wilson stands at first, 1 out, base runner over there. Mays Brister, the current pitcher. Mays Brister, fisherman, hunter, baseball player. Swing and a miss, throw down to second. This ball is into center field. Ezekiel Wilson flies into second. Slides in with the stolen base, and now he's in scoring position, hoping Mays Brister can do something with this right here. Peek at the runner. Hit into right field, bouncing ball. Wilson around third. He will hold at third. Sanchez gets the cutoff throw. So Brister with a single moves Wilson over to third base, and runners on the corners for
number 7, Andy Slocum.
The catcher, Andy Slocum. Slocum would rather be fishing or playing baseball than anything else. That sounds about right, young man. Runner leaves from first. No throw, no consideration there. So Brister pulls into second base. Wilson to third, Brister at second. Slocum hitting. Let's see what Aiden Sanchez can do with this here. He comes set, takes a look at third. Pitch on the way to the plate. Lifted right side. This will get out of play. Bounces off the roof of the dugout over at the H2O field. Andy Slocum cheers for him. Bounce toward third. The play is going to come home in the dirt. Able to be not able to be handled, as I find my words there. Gillette wasn't able to handle the throw. The run comes in. So Wilson scores. And Slocum on that ball all the way down to second. He will be at second due to the error. Reaches due to the fielder's choice. The error puts him at 2. Brister now down at third. So the error plates the run and extends the lead for Louisiana. Chance Butler's attempt at a bunt. Chance Butler reached on a fielder's choice in the second inning and scored a run in that first rally. Pitch inside again, showing bunt. Chance Butler, young pickles. Smacks this one, caught out of the air. Double play coming right here. What a play. Hale goes up and pulls that one out of the sky.
Great play by the shortstop.
And so Butler is retired, and then doubled up at second is Slocum.
35 pitches.
Great
35.
defensive play, and South Carolina out of there, only giving up one. Here's a look. Lifted, snagged. Great play by Hale. Hale has done it with the glove today. So Hale will come up second in this inning. That's baseball storytelling at its finest. Hale will have a opportunity to follow that right there with the bat. Double play, throw over to Cannon Melton, calm and cool. And now Mays Brister will stand atop the mound and get things going defensively for Louisiana as they await their catcher who strides out there. Andy Slocum ready for things. Mays Brister into his second inning of work right here coming up. Want to remind everybody that these broadcasts on Synergy Sports and Entertainment's behalf, DYB Network, you can find these on YouTube. All of last year's broadcasts are there, and these will be able to be viewed on demand on all of us at Synergy Sports Entertainment. We want to thank Diamond Youth Baseball for trusting us, our productions crew, to bring DYB players, family, friends, a fun, entertaining World Series. The last couple years, we looked forward to turning in the future.
Number 21, Preston Hale.
I know I said it before, but thanks to everybody here in Laurel for their hospitality. Bounce out to short, one pitch, and one out at first. Handled by Walker.
Next up for South Carolina, number 2, Bryson Hale.
Bryson Hale, on the heels of that defensive play, will now step in. So this is lifted into left field. Waving everybody off and pulling that down was Van Zandt. So Slocum has moved over to first.
Now batting number 11, Wyatt Snipes.
Snipes stands in there. Patton receives that ball. Your catcher now. That ball was in there for a ball. Pitch on the way, lifted, left center, long one, gone!
Home run, number 11, Wyatt Snipes.
Second home run in as many days for Wyatt Snipes. He will trot around the bases. He's got South Carolina on the board The big home run yesterday puts them to this game undefeated, and this home run gets his team on the board. South Carolina chipping away, now a 6-1 game. Towering home run. This is long out of here. Snipes, if I may be so cliched, got all of that one. And so the solo shot makes this a 6-1 game, and Bentley Watts will stand in there.
Now batting for South Carolina, 0-0, Bentley Watts.
So Watts in there. Snipes his second home run in as many days. As the South Carolina sideline buzzing a little bit here, a little energy coming. 5-run game. And a walk to Watts. Watts will head down to first base, drawing the free pass.
Mason Barrett.
Mason Barrett. Mason Barrett takes this one off the backside, and he will head down to first, hit by pitch. So a little 2-out rally starting here for South Carolina. Down 5 with a couple runners on.
That brings to the plate number 1, Cannon Melton.
I have to share what this note here says for Mason Barrett. Mason Barrett at the pitch in there for a strike to Cannon Melton. Mason Barrett, 8th grader, can do an oil change and a brake job on a car all by himself. This kid is learning some skills at a young age. Now he's leading away from first with a big lead. First and second, 2 down, and Cannon Melton, his teammate, at the plate. Cannon Melton, the 6th grader. And he taps this one toward third. This is a foul ball. The Melton brothers, this is Cannon, Carson. These two young men are 16 months apart, play baseball together. Hit towards second base, short way for the 3rd out, and that'll do it for South Carolina in the 4th. So South Carolina gets 1 off the bat of Wyatt Snipes, the home run, the long home run to center field, but this is a 6-1 game. A hydration break and a stop here between the 4th and 5th ensues. Come back in a few minutes. Watch the 5th inning and the rest of this game here at the DYB Youth Baseball World Series presented by Smash Sports.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing Team Pass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. Team Pass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit www.teampass.com for more information.
The love of the game begins with the bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at bat. And even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasting, bread. Cheese, 10 more, go.
I'm getting shredded.
Land of Frost premium meat, now in hot honey flavors.
I know when I'm putting a Wilson glove on, I don't got to worry. You get over 40,000 pitches thrown throughout a season. It's always trying to stay locked in one pitch at a time, slow down the game, and want the ball to be hit to you.
I want to play every day. No, I like to have fun.
Love this thing. I'm going to probably use this thing as long as I can.
Got to be locked in every pitch. At the end of the day, I just want to get outs for the pitchers.
It holds up throughout the entire season, which is a huge deal when you're playing every day.
I've been using the same glove for quite a while now. It's a testament to the product that y'all have been able to put in my hands.
And people have a Wilson glove. It's one of the best so far. No, the best is the best. People know that.
Tired of missing registration deadlines while managing work and family chaos? Team Pass makes youth sports registration simple. Sign up your kids for their favorite activities in minutes from anywhere. Tell your leagues to get Team Pass now. Visit www.teampass.com.
Smasher Sports is proud to be the diamond sponsor of the 2026 Diamond Youth Baseball World Series. Smasher Sports is your one-stop shop for everything baseball and softball. Top brands, unbeatable prices, and gear trusted by players and coaches everywhere. From T-ball to the World Series stage, we've got your players and teams covered. Use code DYB15 to save 15% off your order at smashersports.com today.
Back at the DYB World Series hydration break, number 2 in the books. I guess we're calling that one the stretch. You know, it's a equivalent to the 7th inning stretch in a 9-inning game. But we are back from that one. 6-1 your score. Top 5 coming. Aiden Sanchez on for his 3rd inning of work here for South Carolina, trying to keep this game as close as he can for his South Carolina team. These are 2 really good baseball teams, and we're at that point in the bracket. You've heard me say they're both undefeated. That says a lot, but these are 2 teams with a lot of talent. You've seen a couple of home runs last couple days from Wyatt Snipes, and this is a team that has a lot of bats in a lineup that can do it. This is a South Carolina team that is very sharp defensively. On the other side, this Louisiana team, the least amount of runs they've scored in this tournament is 7, 11-1, 15-2, 7-3, 9-5, so they can definitely put up crooked numbers, this team can. And they will come up and try to continue things here in their half of the 5th.
Top of the 5th for Louisiana. Number 9, Granger Brown.
Continued shouts outs. However I want to pluralize that to the communities down in Ruston, Louisiana, Lancaster, South Carolina, all the surrounding communities in both areas. We know there's a lot of support coming for the young men up here playing here in the World Series, down here playing in the World Series. Pitch on the way in the dirt, ball one. Leading off here, Granger Brown. Granger Brown, young G. Favorite MLB player is Jarrett Wharf. First time I've seen that this weekend. Pitch on the way. Granger Brown, a big college baseball fan. Set. Sanchez's pitch. That one in there for a called strike. Three-one pitch on its way. And a leadoff walk. A strike called. Got ahead of myself there.
40 pitches.
Sanchez now across the 40-pitch mark. Bouncing ball on that strike. Out completed at first. Sanchez gets his first K of the afternoon. And a good time for it for South Carolina. Keeping base runners off the base paths, as they're going to try to chip into that 5-run lead here when they come up in their half. But in the way of that currently will be Patrick Gillum. Here's a look at the strikeout. And now a bunt out to Sanchez. He will fire that one to Watts. No trouble, 1-3 the put out, 2 outs.
That was number 10, Patrick Gillum. Next up for Louisiana, number 4, Kingston Van Zant.
So Kingston Van Zant will come up, or King Van Zant. He swings first pitch, lifts this one. This is out underneath and into the glove at second base. Melton pulls that one down. So
For Sanchez, 43.
quick work for Aiden Sanchez against this Louisiana offense in the top half of the fifth. 1, 2, 3 go the Louisiana champs, and South Carolina will now come to bat in their half of the fifth inning. It's a 6-1 game, but lots can happen here. Again, two good teams. Louisiana making their way out of their dugout. Some information on DYB for everybody out there. 259 leagues, more than 2,100 teams participating in the 25 season after Diamond Youth Softball was launched in 24. DYB has awarded $200,000 in college scholarships to our former players every year and awarded over $4.3 million in scholarships since its inception. You see right there in that first line, this is a program that dates back over 70 years. Last year, celebrating 70 years back in 2025, so 71st anniversary this summer as we play here in the World Series in lovely Laurel, Mississippi. You see Mays Brister continuing his warm-up here. Brister has been exceptional on the mound for his team in this tournament. Exceptional for his team on the mound throughout the summer, but definitely over the last couple of days. Nice throw down to second. Nice scoop over there on that one by Walker. So stepping in, Maddox Blackman.
South Carolina in the bottom of the fifth. Number 44, Maddox Blackman.
Mad Dog Blackman stepping in there. Blackman looking to do it with the stick here, but some confusion out on the field as we are getting set for things. We've seen Maddox Blackman out on the hill. Equipment malfunction down. Getting a shot of it right there. Dealing with the glove of the left fielder, Vincent. The team effort working on this one. Patton putting his 2 cents in there. You see waiting at home plate, Blackman and Mosley. Starting to say Blackman, today's starting pitcher. A thrill was a no-hitter he threw in the state tournament 2 years ago. This is a South Carolina team that has been together a long time. Groups of this team, parts of this team, most of this team been together since they were 6 years old. They were in the World Series a couple of years ago, so that no-hitter that Maddox threw was on the way to this very same World Series. Still waiting on some glove work over so it looks like we're ready. So maybe a lineup change maybe due to that. I'm going to see Patton head out to right, and it looks like now in left. I think I'm about to know that for sure. Is Brown. So another strike in there. Green doing the catch in. Patton now in right. Brown out there in left. Pitch on the way to the batter. This is tap, bouncing ball. Got to be quick. That's a quick strike of a throw. Another nice play from third. Wilson flashing the leather yet again. I guess rather he's flashing the throwing arm. Did fine with the glove, but strong throw is what gets the out. So Blackman goes down on the ground out, and Brister continues to pitch well in this one. Surrendered the home run to Snipes, but has been very sharp outside of that. Julian Mosley steps in. Here's a look at that bouncing ball. Blackman with some wheels. There's the glove, and there's a snap throw. Well received over there at first as well. Julian Mosley. Future plans. Wants to work for his stepdad's trucking and then run said trucking business. Ambitions to be a business owner in the future for this young man. And smacked out towards second base and into center field for a base hit. Mosley aboard.
35 pitches. 35.
Sent that hit right back up the middle. And a friendly chat over there with Slocum.
Number 17, Eli Gillette.
The camaraderie or camaradereship, if you will. Shout out to my favorite booth tag team partner, Owen. The use of his catchphrase right there. I hope I'm permitted. This is lifted into the glove of the shortstop. Backing up was Walker. Doesn't let that one drop through for the base hit and keeps the runner at first. Walker, nice range. And Gillette is put away.
Now batting for South Carolina, number 20, Hayden Sanchez.
So Aiden Sanchez has come on to do the pitching for South Carolina. He will hit here. He lifts this one also toward Walker. Walker settles under this one calmly, coolly, collectedly. Vocabulary. Third out recorded. So that'll do it for South Carolina in the 5th. We're going to head to the 6th inning right here in Laurel. This is DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing TeamPass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. TeamPass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit www.teampass.com for more information.
The love of the game begins with the bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at that. And even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
Back to the DYB World Series. Love that ad for the area here. Visit laureljones.com for information. Great host for this event. All of us at Synergy. Again, thanking everybody. Gotta keep singing the praises. 1-0 pitch becomes a 1-1 strike. Walker swinging over the top of that one. Walker flashed the leather at the end of that last inning. The leadoff hitter here and shortstop. Leadoff hitter leads off the 6th inning. Walker fuels himself. His game snack is a Snickers. That's a fine choice. Can't go wrong with a Snickers. Pitch on its way outside, and Walker draws a leadoff walk here in the 6th. Walker's aboard for the 2nd time today. He walked and scored back in the 3rd inning. And he stands on first right here. So Dayton Green started this one on the mound. He now stands in the box. Grounded out and flew out in this one. Check over to 1.
Now batting for Louisiana, number 2, Dayton Green.
Dayton Green mentioned his hunting passion. Throw down to second on the stolen base attempt. This one actually, I believe, bounces off the runner. And Walker out there shaken up. That throw ended up hitting him in the leg. He's trying to walk this one off. Here's a look. There's the ball at the plate and then down to second. This does hit him in the leg. I hope he's okay. Seems to be standing on 2, ready to go. Point from the official says we're ready. Up high from Sanchez. Pitch on the way, driven center field. This ball is high and out and gone. Dayton Green aboard the home run train in this one. A 2-run shot in the 6th, extending Louisiana's lead. Green's home run plates Walker as well, and now it is 8-1 in favor of the Louisiana champs.
Automatic out number 1.
There's a look. This ball was crushed. Way out of here for Dayton Green. So the 3-hole comes up with the automatic out. Now here's a shot in the left field. This is going to skip up against the wall. Patton is going to round first. He's heading for second. Throw is coming in there. He will beat the throw. The throw comes through and hits the fence in right field. He is now going to pull up at third. So stretches the single into a double and ends up on third because of the throwing error. And Patton is aboard with 1 out here in the 6th.
That now brings up number 1, Ezekiel Wilson.
So the Green home run and now the double by Patton, which isn't in the books as a triple, but he's over there on third. So Patton down at third. The pitch to Wilson outside. Ruston Junior High, member of the Ruston Junior High Bear Kits. Got a different schools represented on this Louisiana team as the pitch. Held my breath there for Wilson as that pitch was coming inside. Catches him on the hip. It's a second hit by pitch. Second hit by pitch that Wilson has suffered today. So seems to be none the worse for wear as Coach Watts heading out, taking the ball from his young hurler. He's going to make a pitching change. Sanchez comes off. He worked hard. Gave up the home run here. And it appears the pitcher will be Carson Melton.
Now pitching for South Carolina, number 3, Carson Melton.
So warm-up pitches finishing up here. Blackman over to third. Hale remains at 2.
Now batting for Louisiana, number 8, Mays Brister.
Carson Melton, now your pitcher here in the 6th. Mays Brister, the shortstop, starting shortstop today, pitcher, stands in. Ezekiel Wilson trots down to second base, unbattled. So second and third here, one down. Pitch on the way, hit in the right center field gap. This is going to get down and all the way to the fence. Sent in the double, scores 2 runs. And Brister an RBI, 2 RBI double. And Brister stands tall at second base, driving in a couple more insurance runs.
Next, Louisiana batter number 7, Andy Slocum.
So Brister, the double, he will be lifted for a courtesy runner out at second. Brister, the current pitcher. Van Zandt will run from 2. Slocum hits one way foul off the right side. Slocum, the passionate fisherman. Louisiana, the fine folks here in Ruston, the sportsman's paradise. Lots of hunters and fishermen. This ball inside. For a blink there, I thought that caught the batter, but it didn't. It got all the way to the backstop off the glove. So Brister, or Van Zandt in the form of Brister. Brister in the form of Van Zandt, whichever order I want that. Van Zandt's running for Brister. The pitch. Pop down the right side. This is going to drop foul. So Louisiana has extended their lead out to 10-1. I think it can't be overstated. This is a very good South Carolina team putting up this kind of number. This speaks to Louisiana's talents as well. Pitch on the way. Ripped into left field. This is up and over and up against the wall. Van Zandt scores. And into second base with an RBI double. Stop me if you heard that one. Is Andy Slocum. So a 5-run inning building here. As Chance Butler will step in, look to add to that. Still just 1 out here in this big inning for Louisiana. Pitch in there. Chance Butler, the future orthodontist. Multi-sport athlete and loves, quote, grandma cookies. Love the story on that one. Pitch in there for a called strike. Melton dealt that one. Pitch to Butler up high. Butler ready. Pitch from Melton. This is a bouncing ball, foul. In my constant analysis of the aesthetics of the game, I really like Butler's yellow cleats. That is sharp with that purple and touch of gold uniform. Bouncing ball out to short. Through the wickets. This gets through. This is going to result in a run. Bryson Hale has been so sharp today. That one, though, gets through. And Slocum all the way around to score the 12th run.
Number 9, Granger Brown.
Granger Brown will step in. Young outfielder stepping a throw over to third. Brown has struck out and drove in a couple of runs with a hit back in the second. Pitch on the way. Throw down to second on the stolen base into the waiting glove of Melton. So Butler runs from second base. Brown waiting in the box for a pitch. Inside. Called strike on that inner half. Hit to second. Into the waiting arms, and a pickle here is underway. Hale started this one. Butler on the run. Hale will tag him out. And then pulling into second, taking advantage of all that, was Granger Brown. So he reaches second on fielder's choice. The out at third base will go something in the way of 6-5-4-6. I think that's right. For anybody out there that's worried about the official scoring. The pitch. In there for a called strike. Patrick Gillum quickly down 0-1. Carson Melton. And there's a step and a turn to check the runner at second. Patrick Gillum, young 10-piece. Not sure if this is a recent celebration, but as a point here, killed his first 15-point buck, this young hunter. Hunting a base hit here. Ball outside. Count has run full. Gillum batting with 2 outs and a runner on second. Pitch on the way. Down low, and Gillum has hunted himself a base on balls.
That walk brings to the plate number 4, Kingston Van Zandt.
So Van Zandt steps in. Zandt singled, scored a run back in the third, popped to second to end the fifth. And here, 1 inning later, his third at bat. Ball inside from Carson Melton. Both runners moving. Throw down to third. There's the tag. Safe, beating the throw. Great head-first slide from Granger Brown. Nice throw from behind the plate. Gillette almost had him. Gillum remains down at 2. There's a look. Runner away. Snapped in there very close. Tag came up high on the leg. And a run will trot home on a throwing error. So Gillum now down at second as Brown comes home. (13-1) now your score. Pitch goes behind Van Zandt. Runner heading for third, no throw. Van Zandt's pregame ritual before games involves eating Mike and Ike's. Tasty choice. Pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Sunshine brightening up here on the field as we play north of the half hour, 5:30. Full count to the Louisiana outfielder, Vincent. He lifts this one on the left side. This is going to get out of play. Vincent will get another payoff pitch right here from Carson Melton. The pitch. Inside all the way to the screen. Another run will score as Vincent heads to first.
Now batting number 11, Joshua Walker.
So Vincent aboard with the walk. And the lineup turns over one more time for Joshua Walker. Leadoff hitter. Couple of walks, couple of runs, and a ground out today. Runner away. Good throw. This does bounce into center. Vincent will run from 2. Popped up out of play, back on the right side. Nickname of Sweet Walker here. Swing and a miss there. A little pop on that fastball. Walker, if not a career as a major leaguer one day, could also go the route of a physical therapist. Throw down to third on the steal. Melson to the dish. Up high. So the count has filled up to Walker. And this ball all the way to the screen for the base on balls. The run does trot home. And now down to second, trying to take the base, but thrown out down there. A great throw from Eli Gillette. Walker, after the walk, cut down, trying to take second. So that's your third out. Vincent's run counts. So a big lead for this Louisiana team. Here's the run there from Vincent. And then here's the throw. Knocked down in the process, Melton, but 2-4 in your scorebook, and that's the third out of the inning as we head to the bottom of the 6th. South Carolina has some work to do, but they are coming to bat and capable. 15-1 your score. And again, both of these teams will live to play another day, and that day is today. Both these teams will play in short time. The winner will play right here on this field in a game we will have coming up for you in just a little while. We'll try to alert you on the time if we have it. That game was supposed to have a first pitch of 6 o'clock, but that is not going to happen. And on to pitch for Louisiana. On to pitch for Louisiana is number 9, Granger Brown.
Now pitching for Louisiana, number 9, Granger Brown.
Brown getting his warm-up tosses. Getting ready to play the bottom of the 6th in this one. One more thank of our slew of sponsors here in the broadcast by Synergy Sports and Entertainment. Lando Frost. Thank you. Smash It Sports, your diamond sponsor. Wilson Baseball, Sadler Sports Insurance, longtime partner with DYB. And of course, all of us at Synergy Sports and Entertainment, thanking everybody around these parts and at home for watching. Two pitches, 2 strikes from Granger Brown. And a bouncing ball towards short. Up with it, Walker. Cross the diamond. Out is recorded. And 1 up, 1 down here in the bottom of the 6th.
Now batting for South Carolina, number 3, Carson Melton.
So Melton will step in. Here's the last out. Foul back up and over the building that I am standing in. So the 0-1 pitch on its way. Lifted into right field. Gillum under it. He pulls that one out of the sky. And there's 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th.
Back to the top of the lineup. Your leadoff man, number 21, Preston Hale.
And this is poked into left field for a base hit. Preston Hale aboard. Young P-Dog over there at first base as cousin Bryson will now step in. Deuce will look to chip away here. Couple of outs, but this book has not been closed just yet. Hit toward third. Handled. Cross the diamond, and there it is. Louisiana wins this one 15-1, a commanding victory for the Louisiana champs. That's a very good South Carolina team that's going to move a field over and play the Texas champs on the H2O field in just a short bit of time. But on this field, we will see, and coming up here in our next broadcast, we will see Louisiana and Tennessee do battle here. That one will be coming up in just a bit. Again, thanks to all of our sponsors for staying with us in this fantastic tournament and this great game here. Here is your USA Baseball Player of the Game. That's a big fly. And that ball is out of here. That's the first home run. Those were the first runs, the first run of the game off of the bat of Cale Patton. It was a long one out of here from Patton. And then this home run right here, 2-run shot from Dayton Green. Pair of home runs for this Louisiana team as they move their way to a 15-1 victory and remain undefeated and move on to take on Tennessee. We're going to have that game for you in just a little while. We will keep tabs on the game on the H2O field with this South Carolina team as they play. Both these teams are going to play in just a little bit. For Joel, for CBC, Spencer, everybody helping out, making this look and sound good, making me look and sound like I know what I'm doing. I am Bill Smith in the box, appreciating everybody at home, and thank you for watching. This is the DYB World Series presented by Smash It Sports.
Second home run presentation from Louisiana, Cale Patton.